still not entirely convinced this will work, meowed Swiftshoe. What if it breaks? Look, I hate that nasty old lich more than anyone, but he's helped us more than everyone else. So why would this time be any different? Whispered Rayson. Besides, that rope has withstood ridiculous loads, and it never snapped once. It's gonna be fine. Just don't get trampled when it arrives, and do what we agreed has to be done. I guess you're right. Let's see what happens, replied Swiftshoe lazily. As the townsfolk panicked and fled before the inevitable arrival of the destruction dreadnought, awoken from its centuries-long slumber, the group of adventurers were scouring the perimeter, looking for signs of danger. Hours passed. Nothing. Swiftshoe whined and hissed, growing impatient, bored out of her mind. Suddenly, Zorja trumpeted from one of the guard's towers. The bird flocks are fleeing down south. I think it's our beast. Alerted by this sudden change, Swiftshoe quickly descended from the temple's spire, furiously sprinted up the wall, and climbed it in a blink of an eye. Don't burn out yet, kiddo. It's still far away, warned her Lothian. Don't you worry about me. I'm just warming up, smiled Swiftshoe. Soon, the ground started vibrating. Tremors shook the foundations of every house in town. The sounds of something massive impacting the ground in regular intervals were mixed with the loud noises of trees splintering and breaking apart. The nearby edge of the forest erupted in a loud cacophony of panic and distress as the resident creatures of all shapes and sizes started running out in all directions. It's here! Screamed Zorja, overwhelmed by the sight of local wildlife fleeing from their nests and burrows. And then, the Tarrasque appeared behind the hill, headed straight for the town. Enormous, massive, menacing, and ready to destroy and devour everything in its path. Swiftshoe grabbed her magical bag, put it on the ground, opened it up, and started rummaging through it. Oh, there it is. I'm so ready for this now. See you soon, purred Swiftshoe, bolting away straight into the forest like a leaf blown away by a strong wind. At this point, Rayson, Lothian, and Zorja could only wait. Swiftshoe's ludicrous magical speed was in full effect, and it was impossible for them to keep track of her. She grabbed the end of the rope hanging from the nearby tree, marked the day before, and sped up straight for the colossal monstrosity. The Tarrasque paid no attention to Swiftshoe. The cat-like speedster blended in with dozens, hundreds of other creatures living in the forest. Oh, this is perfect, she thought as she weaved between the Tarrasque's massive legs and tail, furiously wrapping and tangling them with the magical rope. The Titan didn't even feel the silky material on its bulging, thick carapace, trucking forward straight through the treetops. And then, just as she disappeared, Swiftshoe bursted out of the tree line, climbed back up the wall, and stood right next to Zorja again. Wait, already? It hasn't been half a minute since you were gone, trumpeted Zorja, bewildered by Swiftshoe's immediate return. I ran out of rope halfway through, and a quickling challenged me to a race back to the wall. What? Said Swiftshoe, amused by Zorja's shocked face. Did you connect the two ends of the rope? Yelled Lothian from afar. Of course I did. What kind of question is that? Hissed Swiftshoe, suddenly annoyed by her companion's lack of trust. Well, we're about to find out soon if that's true, muttered Rayson. Meanwhile, the Tarrasque was taking its time, distracted by a few straggling brontosauruses. As it was ferociously devouring every living being it managed to catch, it finally broke the tree line, marching for the town. 500 feet. 400 feet. Rayson, Zorja, and Losian were getting visibly nervous now, their eyes shooting silent daggers in Swiftshoe's direction.
Oh, come on. Will you relax already? Don't you see that half the rope is still loose?
Whined Swiftshoe. 200 feet. 100 feet. Suddenly, the Tarrasque's left leg stopped mid-air. The forward momentum made it lose its balance, and it ended up on all fours. The entire rope was now under tension.
See? I told you that massive boulder is gonna stop it. Now it's stuck. Yay!
Said Swiftshoe, dancing to the tune only she could hear. Meanwhile, the Tarrasque was violently thrashing and roaring in place, unable to move 1 inch closer to the town.
Now what?
Asked Zorja.
Pop some arrows in it?
Suggested Swiftshoe. Aye, agreed Losian.
How many you reckon we'll need? I think more than 400,
said Rayson. More like double and then it might go down, argued Losian.
Regardless, that thing will look like a massive dead hedgehog after we're done with it,
joked Swiftshoe. The mighty quartet finally bursted out into a cheerful laughter, drowned in Tarrasque's painful roars and screams as it was getting peppered by hundreds of arrows. And that's how Swiftshoe, the fastest Tabaxi in the world, played a key role in stopping the Tarrasque's onslaught once and for all. If you like this not so short, kinda long teaser story for the upcoming fastest Tabaxi character build, cast haste on your mouse cursor to smash the thumbs up icon 2 times faster than you usually do. Spend your action surge to dash all over the subscribe button and use your Tabaxi feline agility to make the notification bell vibrate as hard as the ground trembling under Tarrasque's legs. Special shout out to all of my patrons: Mike, Matthew, Ewing, Larry Hocken, BardlyManHardlyTrying, Rogor, Kaleron, SuburbanHell, Albert Kwak, Aidan Harth, Gary Kors, Oldham, C Alcazar, Bredwin, your boy Fox, Sean, Mannozzi Stefano, Adekoya, bittenbi, Jeremy, Sirois, ShatteredSilence, Devin Jache, Lunatic Dragon, Zack McNemar, Darth Xín, Ebonhawk, Jeff, Clem, Alex Bell, Yvette Ehler, Howell, CrackedMask, Nicholas, Jaussaud, Francisco Martinez, Camilo Vargas, The Zmycup, Keelan, Udell 18, Russ Helms. Thank you for your continued support, all new and old patrons. Thanks for watching, Minmax Munchking out, and talk to you soon.